Hello there.
The journey of breaking the bad rules continues, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Elie Moses, your 23-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia. Shooting is shot, baby. And yes, we are nearing the end of Breaking Bad Season 2. We are now up to Episode 10, titled Over. I'm interested to see now the aftermath of Episode 9, 4 days out, where Walt supposedly received good news, and no, he didn't. From the looks of it, he took out his anger at the end there on the dispenser, because it seems like Walt is now going to have to live with the consequences of his actions, or that longevity provided by the cancer reducing is just going to cause more problems. You know, I think Walt probably in the long run would have wished that the cancer was spreading and he had less time to live, because he can set up his family and not have to deal with other things that are going to have to be brought up in the future, or things that are going to happen in the future. Because thanks to you guys lovely comments in the comment section for episode 9, you guys let me know that it's Walt more angry that he's gonna have to live with the consequences of his actions. So yeah, let's see what episode 10 has in store for us. I'm hella excited. I hope you guys are excited. Let's get into the reaction. Let's go. Lotso the bear from Toy Story 3 returns. The funny thing is, I just watched Schindler's List yesterday, and that whole film was predominantly black and white, and there was a scene in that film where the color reappeared with a girl in a red dress, and this is kind of reminding me of that here, with the teddy bear's red being the only color on screen. What in the hell? Oh, is this gonna be? Oh, okay. Is this gonna be one of those "How did we get here" episodes again? Because I love those in Breaking Bad. It's like it sets you up for like a ride where you're like, "How did we get here?"
Brownie points for taking a nap.
I mean, if Walt's got the day off work, wouldn't hurt to do some cooking. Contact Jesse. I love how the camera holds. I love how the camera holds until Skylar gets in the car, engine turns on, and leave. Like, we got the all clear, baby. Let's go. The wife is gone.
Can you meet?
Carpe diem, baby. Seize the day.
I thought maybe you might have, kicked.
Dude, no way.
I'm not out of the woods yet, not by any stretch, but options is the word they keep bandying about.
That's awesome. Serious? That's great, man. I mean, my aunt, she never, at your stage, I didn't think that could happen. Mr. White, you kicked his ass, yo. No. You must be so psyched.
Of course, I am.
Okay, now what do we... Oh, hey, I almost forgot.
These last few months have been, a challenging time, to put it mildly. But I have to say, Walt's come through it like a champ.
I love how the margaritas are
I'm
also
so
green,
proud of you.
in theme with the show.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna stop with this happy stuff. I am. But it's true. It really is. And for the first time in a long time, we are so excited about the future.
I love how when Skylar is talking right there, rather than just having a close-up shot of Walt's facial expressions, it decides to opt for like a medium range shot, and have both Marie and Walt in frame, but Marie is out of focus and it only racks focus on the right hand side of the screen, and you can still obviously identify Marie's facial expressions. She's obviously responding to Skylar's speech. She's happy. But the key focus here is Walt, and I find it interesting to see why. Like they could have opted, like I said, they could have opted for just a close-up shot or just have Walt in frame. But it's interesting decision to I guess it's a testament to this show as well, into getting as much in the frame as possible, and having Marie in frame as well, and seeing her facial expressions
Okay.
too.
Anyway, I want to also express my gratitude to two very special people who couldn't be here today, but they send their regrets and their warm wishes.
Gretchen.
Gretchen and Elliot Schwartz, for those of you who don't know them, are, well,
Look how both their facial expressions change now. Marie
they're
as well.
incredibly generous friends who made the amazing offer to pay for Walt's treatment, and they did. So, to Gretchen and Elliot.
The other day when I got the good news, I said the same thing.
Uh-oh. What a way to kill the moment.
Anyway, thank you for coming, and enjoy. Hey, cheers. Wow, inspirational.
Tell you what, I got to give those bastards points for originality. I'll tell you that much. A little mercury switch, 9-volt battery, 5 or 6 ounces of C4. That's how those cartel boys party. Not a metaphor, not an analogy. It's well, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, Tortuga. Okay, that was the name of our snitch. Bean speak for tortoise. Okay, tortoise, turtle, what have you. I never knew the difference myself. Hey, top me off there, will you, buddy? Anyway, poetic. I guess, yeah, poetic. It was poetic.
I love how Walter Jr. is always like engaged in Hank's stories. He's so interested in them because like obviously his dad's a teacher at his school. And I don't think he finds anything riveting about his dad being a chemistry teacher. But his uncle, on the other hand, I mean, you always have that one, I guess, family member that you're always interested in their line of work. And I guess Hank's that for Walter Jr. I mean, he is a cop, and like as a kid, you'd probably think, oh wow, cool dad, you're a cop. Like that's awesome. Like, or like, cool uncle, you're a cop. Tell me, did you shoot a gun? Like obviously, like you know what I mean. Like they're engaged in it, and it's like, I guess it's a testament to Walter Jr.'s innocence still, even though I'm guessing in this show is about 16, 17. He's still like an innocent young child as well. Very interested in Hank's stories. And I guess Hank feels appreciative as well that someone's interested in his line of work and he gets to explain what he's done and things like that. I like that.
Yes, it's
You know the thing with Volt in this situation as well? It's like, it ain't like he's putting on a facade. Like, it's just like,
better not let your mom see.
he's like, fuck it. But like, it's like he's choosing to act miserable. Like he's just acting miserable. But like,
Oh yeah, I think I see a hair, maybe 2. You're drinking mescal, stupid. But hey, whoa, what you doing there?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Kid's 16.
16, there we go.
You going for Father of the Year?
What are you looking at him for?
Whoa.
We're celebrating.
Even Hank, Mr. Positive, in this situation's like, what the heck? Notice, yeah, I was about to say, notice how Hank's reaction to the first shot was like, ah, come on, buddy. Like, it's just his first shot. He thought it was like a one and done situation. Ah, that's how it tastes. Are you having your first drink at 16? There you go, buddy. Like, that's the first of many, hopefully, but not many today. And then as soon as he poured the second shot, he's like, hold on a second. Like, Father of the Year, what the heck? And the facial expressions completely changed. The whole mood of the scene has changed. Like, and we usually see Hank as Mr. Positive, egging people on, encouraging others. And then even in this situation, Hank sort of being like the fatherly figure for Walter Jr., despite him not being a father. But and as Walt goes to pour the third shot here, he's like, hold on a sec. No. Like, what the heck?
Take a pass on that one if I were you. Okay. Think we've been bogarting this puppy long enough.
Hey! Bring the bottle back.
Is Walt drunk or is he just acting like
Sorry,
this?
buddy. No can do.
My son. My bottle. My house.
It's all right.
What are you waiting for? Bring it back.
Always call it a day. All right, pal. You good?
Is the episode titled Over because of hungover or no?
Now.
That little smirk on his face right there?
So what are you up to today?
I'm going to work after this recording. That's what I'm up to, Jane, if you want to find out. I love how, like, it's just, like, the last episode, was meant to be, you know, a turn for the better for the show. Like, it was meant to be a step in the right direction for the family. You know, you received good news about Walt being potentially in remission or on the path to remission. And then, if anything, the show is becoming bleaker now. Like, everyone else was happy except Walt around him, and we know why, because of what he's done, and him having to live with the consequences of his actions in the future, and running the risk of his family finding out what he's up to, or what he's been up to. But yeah, even though you just thought there might have been a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, why Walt is just putting that light out. Like, the show is going, if anything, in like a more darker and bleaker direction. And you saw the beginning of the episode teasing, you know, a like a dark future right there, with two bodies zipped up in body bags in the driveway of Walt and Skylar's house, and the car all banged up. So what does the future hold? I cannot wait.
Working? Whatever that means.
No. I'm all yours.
Really?
Phone ring? Okay, no. And just when you think Walt is taking, or Skylar was taking a step in the right direction with their relationship, it was sort of a situation of one step forward and about 10 steps back with what happened, or what went down at the party. And I noticed at the beginning of the episode as well, the water was a murky color when Walt was in the bathroom, and the same thing happened in the kitchen right now.
I just wanted to say that, well, we'll talk tonight, but I Hey there.
I love that
Wow,
transition
churros.
of the brown water
I leave them at home.
to the
I
similar
don't
color
leave
of the
'em all
tea
myself, so
that Skylar was dipping in.
they're leftovers. We had a little get together for Walt.
No, it wasn't his birthday, was it?
Actually, Walt's got. He's been battling cancer,
Skylar.
and last week we got good news.
I'm so sorry.
But we're really optimistic.
Then again, what about tankless?
Sure, we got them. I mean, the good ones will really run up your price, though. Set you back at about $1,200.
I can afford that. 1 ounce. I forgot the pricing, but he can afford it.
You want installation, right?
No, I'm gonna do it myself.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh. Blood money, blood money.
Who's this in his pouch?
His sidekick, Joey, he rides around in his pouch. And
Why did that make me laugh? The sidekick
That
Joey.
makes Kangaman a she. You know that, right? Only female kangaroos have pouches.
yeah, I know. But, it's
Little
definitely a
sidekick
dude.
Joey.
He's a product of experimentation.
He's kind of hot, I guess. Nice haunches.
Oh, no, I changed it to rewindo. Anyways, he goes backwards. He can make everything go in reverse.
Time and stuff, like time traveling.
No, he just walks backwards.
He walks backwards. Is that a superpower? What good is that?
No, I mean, he does it like really fast. Okay, look, say someone's coming at him with a knife, right? I mean, it's helpful. Then he can just zip backwards away from him.
Okay.
Yeah, but what if the guy's coming with a
I
knife?
was a kid.
Wait, Jesse. What if the guy is coming with a knife from behind him? Does he just walk right into the knife? Like if a guy's like pointing the knife from behind him, he's gonna have to do a 180, then go back, and by that time he could be stabbed. But yeah, if he activates his powers while the guy's with a knife from behind him, he's just gonna go really super fast into a knife.
When I drew all these, it was like 4 years ago.
Is that your door or mine?
Could be Daddy Jane.
Sounds like mine.
I gotta go.
Yeah, it's Daddy Jane.
Hey, where?
Is she gonna leave through the back?
Hey, hold up. Where are you?
Well, I was in the neighborhood. Was wondering if you wanted to grab some lunch.
Sure. Yeah.
Hey, it's your dad?
Wrong time. Wrong
Hello?
time to come out.
Hey.
Wrong time.
This is the new tenant.
Donald.
Jesse.
I'm sorry, did you need something?
Poor timing. Poor timing.
No.
Dad, why don't you come in? It was nice seeing you.
Yeah, she got to play it off as if she hardly interacts with him. Jesse has to understand that he's not aware of the situation or her relationship with her father, what it's like. So he's got to understand that there might be baby steps with that.
Want to take her for a spin?
Oh, yeah.
All right, listen, why don't you go to the kitchen sink? Let me know when you're ready, and I'll give you a holler.
There's something about seeing Walter Jr. happy that makes me happy.
Pilot
It's like that 1
in.
ounce of purity in the show
Bingo.
that's untouched by all the shithousery that's going on, if that makes sense.
All right, let her rip.
I should have used better judgment all around. Having you drink in the first place, it was not right. And for that, I'm very sorry.
But I kept up, right? You and Uncle Hank. I drank 3.
I have some tools to put away.
Oh, that ain't good. It's like from one problem to another. It's never ending. I guess that's the story of the show. Never ending problems.
All you think you're doing?
Why do you even care about my dad?
I don't.
Good. Then I don't know why we're talking about it.
Us. All right, I'm talking about us.
Us.
Yeah. You and me.
Who's you and me?
What? I think Jane possibly sees it as a no strings attached situation. And just sees Jesse, pardon me for swearing, as a fuck buddy. Jesse caught feelings. I love the time-lapse shots in this show. It makes it feel like a Blue Planet or a Planet Earth documentary with David Attenborough. And I love it. I just love it. If one thing that I've gathered from this episode, I feel like this show, amongst the obviously the chaos with the drug dealing, the drug making, the cooking, everything, the crazy characters, the gun firing, the blood, the deaths. I feel like at its core, this show is just about relationships. I don't know if I'm right here, but I feel like it tackles the relationships and character interactions really well. I mean, it's at that stage, right? Where it's not at that stage. It's like it's because there'll be some things I watch or like some materials where I'll be like, all right, can we just cut to the chase? Can we get to the action? Can we get to the, the bloodbath and things like that? And with this show, it's like, no, like, not yet. That time will come. But for the meantime, I'm interested in all the character interactions. I'm interested in the way characters interact with each other. I'm interested in the drama more than the drug dealing and cooking at times. Yes, that's exciting, but there's a time and place for that, I feel like. And I'm so invested sometimes in the character interactions that I forget in the meantime that when Jesse and Walt meet up, I'm just like, oh yeah, we got cooking to do and things like that. And I completely forget about that stuff. And I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm interested in the drama that's being foreshadowed in this episode, potentially with Jesse and Jane's relationship. There's something cooking as well with potentially Skylar and Ted, maybe an affair going on with them in the future. I mean, there has been a precedent established with Ted that he'd done something years ago at a party with Skylar, and Skylar was saying he was drunk. Maybe he tried to R-word her, or potentially force himself onto her and things like that. But there seemed to be maybe a little bit of early flirting going on between them. I'm not too sure. And then obviously you have the relationship with Hank and Walt, Hank and Walter Jr. and Walt, and even though you could say it's segued from the main objective of the show in terms of cooking meth and making money and things like that, I'm enjoying it more than that. Even at points, I'm just like really invested in the character interactions. Look, this is an episode of Walt fixing things in the house, and I'm just like, I'm loving it, if that makes sense. Like, because there's so much things surrounding it. There's so much drama around it. I mean, it's Walt's week off, and when I initially thought of the week off he's having, I thought he was going to take the opportunity to cook, but he's just fixing things around the house.
What are you doing?
He's got the med kit suit on.
Right.
Yeah, here. I'll show you. Here. Take a look at that.
I love how Walt's keeping himself
See that?
occupied with the...
Yeah, ever seen anything like it?
It's wood.
It's wood that contains fruiting bodies.
Fruity what?
Fungus, and it is on a rampage.
I don't really see anything.
Yeah, well, it's there. You just have to know where to look. Here.
Housekeeping.
You cut it all out. Well, better get to it.
Is the whole house gonna collapse or something?
Not if I can help it.
There's a bit of energy to Walt now as he's doing things around the house. If Ted walks through that, this brother is persistent.
Hey, bug for promotion? Go home already.
I will. I will.
Skylar?
Jesus.
And
No,
Ted's
I'm
gonna
fine.
Ted's gonna get too close to her.
It's hormones. Honestly, it happens all the time.
The only Ted I want to see walk through that
I'll
door
see you tomorrow.
is the one that's friends with Mark Wahlberg. Because he'll actually entertain me, that Ted.
Nothing's really changed. Just postponed. There's supposed to be a light at the end of the tunnel.
I was literally talking about the light at the end of the
But,
tunnel before.
Lately, it just feels like
More tunnel.
I'm sorry.
Being that rock takes everything you got.
I love how Ted was using the phrase "why now" in terms of the timing of him receiving the flu with his dad's condition. But Walt, on the other hand, was using the phrase "why me" when he got the cancer and when he received the good news. And they're setting up definitely something with these two. Ah! You returned the favor. She accepted that. That's more than a helping hand. I tell you that. That's going to lead somewhere else. Walt the Builder, can he fix it? Walt the Builder, yes he can! Hey, leave handyman Walt alone. I'm hearing things about the economy in the background from the radio and housing prices. I wonder if that's a little bit foreshadowing as well. Oh yeah, because this show's set around the time of the GFC as well, isn't it? The resting bitch face from Skylar returns. We had one day of good news, one day of happy Skylar, and back to misery.
Are you going to work today?
Skylar, there's rot.
Going back.
Every time I see Jesse take another hit or do any other type of drug, I just feel bad. I'm just like, man, you could stop this. You could be an entirely better person without it. You change your life without it. Save money as well. Is that the letter from Hogwarts right there? Apology girl. Hey, that's a unique girl right there. That's one way to get a man back on track with you. That's a unique apology right there. I like that. I like when girls are unique like that. Okay, there is too many late night scenes with Skylar and Ted here.
Good night.
Oh, damn! Clumsy. No, Ted, you don't have
And
to
look
do
at the
that.
way she's dressed. This is on purpose right here. Well, I know you're drilling at the moment, but your wife is about to get drilled. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That ain't the only thing that's going to be drilled tonight. I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun with this episode. This is so good. There's been so many recurring locations in this episode, bar from uh the white residents. We've had, I think, 3 recurring scenes right now at the accounting firm that Skylar works at with Ted, and we've had 3 recurring scenes now with Walt revisiting the hardware store. Is that meth supplies? Like, is there going to be a potential... Does Walt see that as a potential competitor? Like, there's other people that's going to take their...
Buying the wrong matches.
What?
Those matches, they're the wrong kind. You need to get the big 200 count box of individual matchbooks. Or striker strips, you understand? Those only have the one. And don't buy everything in one place. Do it piecemeal. Different items, different stores. Attracts less attention. Are you following me here?
This guy, imagine he probably wasn't even cooking meth. Scared the competition away. There's one thing that also hasn't been rectified this episode, and that's Walt and Hank's relationship, because he lied to Walter Jr. straight up about mending his relationship or saying sorry to Hank.
Stay out of my territory.
I was about to say, I was literally about to say, wait, let the episode end. 1 second. Does this guy know that's Heisenberg potentially? Because he's heard rumblings or whispers. I want to say something here. I want you guys to either agree or disagree with me. Now, at the end right there, did Walt drop the paint buckets and leave without him because he probably thought to himself, or he saw that individual buying the meth supplies and he thought to himself, hang on a minute, I've taken the week off work to work on things at the house, when during that week, there's people seizing that opportunity to potentially, streak onto my turf. Like, there's streakers here on Walt's playing field. And yeah, there are intruders here. And he just thought to himself, hang on a sec. That week I spent, working on the house at home, I could have spent cooking. I could have spent with Jesse. And just when he thought, at the beginning of the episode, when he was having that conversation with Jesse, after he, we make that money, after we sell everything, I'm done. That's it. But then at the end of the episode, when he saw that someone was gonna, potentially be a threat to him or be a threat to, his kingdom that he and Jesse have built, he's like, nah, no one is taking my place here. I'm Heisenberg. I'm the king. And yeah, just when he felt a bit threatened, he felt like enticed or motivated to go back again to cook, because I feel like he's not done with that life. He cannot be one and done with that life. That's it. It's a part of him now, and he cannot help himself anymore. So yeah, that's why he dropped all the paint buckets, and he's like, nah, hang on a sec. I need to get back to reestablishing my authority, because we let that slip over the last week I was working at home. I let that slide. I was too kind. I was trying to get back in the groove of being a good husband and being a good dad at home. And yeah, well, that's cool. He has to work on that, obviously. He almost lost sight of his goal. Not goal, but he almost he lost sight of what he's established before in terms of Heisenberg and Jesse being those kings of the meth. Kings of the meth? That's such a shite phrase I just used. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm jumbling my words right now because it's hard to put them together. But like, yeah, Walt cannot help himself. He has to get back in the game now. Even a week is too long to be out of the game, because you saw what happened. There was a week off, and boom, he saw that individual at the hardware store on the third visit, third time lucky, buying supplies. And he's like, hang on a second. I'm giving this man tips. Why should I give him my tips? That's my secret. I'm reclaiming my authority here. We own this. town. We run this town. We run the drug scene in this town, and yeah, I love that at the end there. It's like Walt getting back in the groove and sort of finding that purpose again after he received the good news, because he said at the beginning of the episode, "I'm done with this stuff," but it's like, nah. I'm not out of this. Nah. I'm not one and done. This is me. This is me. I love that episode. I love it. I love it. Probably one of my favorite episodes of season 2 so far. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed my reaction. As always, been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.